Hey everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to transpose an exercise from one key to another. So in order to do this, first we need to understand a concept called scale degrees. So let's learn about that really quick. I'm just going to use this as scratch paper for a second. Let's play a C major scale. Alright, oops. So here's our C major scale in all of its glory. And every single major scale, you can assign each of the notes a number like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's basically saying which note of the scale is it. So like E, it's the third note of C major. F, it's the fourth note of C major. C, it's the first note of C major. There is no eighth note of C major because C and C are the same note. So whatever octave a note is in, it's still that scale degree. So if I go like this, if I move D up an octave, this is still scale degree 2. Every single D is scale degree 2 in C major. Okay, anyways, let's play a different scale. So how about F major? F major in all of its glory. Even though this is a different scale, it still has scale degrees 1 through 7, just like C major does. And, you know, the first note of F major is F. The third note of F major is A. The fourth note of F major is B flat. So that's all scale degrees are. Very simple concepts. Nothing crazy here. Let me just delete all this and put this exercise back to normal here. Okay, lovely. So now that we know what scale degrees are, let's look at our little handy list of how to transpose. The first step is figure out what key we are in. I'm going to keep this very simple. We don't have any sharps or any flats, so we are in C major. It can get more complex than that, but for now, let's settle with that. C major because there's no sharps, no flats. Okay, so in C major, what is C? Well, C is the first note. So that means the first note we play in this exercise is scale degree number 1. So we need to label that, as you can see. Step 2 is labeling each scale degree. So C is 1. D is the second note of C major, so that is scale degree 2. E, that is the third note of C major, so that is scale degree 3, so on and so forth. So let's just transpose the first 2 bars. Alright, we have our scale degrees labeled, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now, next thing, writing down your scales. This is optional, but if you do it, this process is fairly foolproof. So, we're in C major. That's the key we are in. And the key we're going to convert this to is F major. So here's our 2 scales. Delete this chord for now. To make this even easier, let's label our scale degrees in our 2 scales. And let's even label them. C major. No, not major. C major. And F major. Okay. This is the original scale. This is the scale we want to make it in. So, scale degree 1 in C major is C. Scale degree 1 in F major is F. So this note here, this needs to change from a C to an F. And that is going to happen for all these other C's as well. All these C's are going to become F's. Alright, scale degree 2. So in C major that is a D, but in F major it is a G. So all these D's are going to become G's. So make sense so far? Alright, scale degree 3. In F major that is an A. So all of these are going to become A's. Scale degree 4 in F major, that is B flat. So all of these are going to become B flat. So hopefully that's making sense. You basically just figure out what scale degrees each note is, and you figure out what note that would be based on the new scale that you want to play. And so let's do another example. Here's a chord in the synth 1 part, first chord. There's 3 notes here, C, E, and G. Well, let's figure out the scale degrees. C is scale degree 1 in C major, E is scale degree 3 in C major, and G is scale degree 5 in C major. So the way we'd label this is 1, 3, 5. No, not 6. So we got 1, 3, and 5, right? Well, now let's figure out what 1, 3, and 5 are in F major. 1 is F, 3 is A, 5 is C. So that means these three notes are going to become F, A, C. So while it is long, this is a foolproof way to transpose anything. You look at the note, figure out the scale degree. This note here is a C, and since we're in C major, this is scale degree 1. And then you just, whatever key you're trying to make it, you would pick the note that is the same scale degree, and you transpose. So let's do a little recap here. First, figure out what key you're in. Label each scale degree based on the key you are in. Write down the two scales, the original one and the one you're trying to convert to, and then simply convert from one to the other. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I want to make sure everyone understands this because we will play this exercise in other keys besides C major. We will play it in all 12 major keys. So start learning how to transpose this. One thing I'll say, synths. You guys have a lot of hard chords that I'm asking you to learn. I'm going to let you use the transposition function on your keyboard as well. So I'll let you figure that out. In addition to that, you should start transposing them on your own without the transposition function on the piano. But I don't want you to avoid using the technology at your disposal. You have a tool built into your synthesizer that transposes keys, and you should learn how to use that, as well as learn music theory. All right, that's just a little tangent. Hope the video was helpful. Happy practicing. See you guys.